Hey everyone, this is the ShutInBakas. My name's Chris, and I'm here by myself today because we're just going to be talking about Dragon Maid. This is actually one of my favourite shows of the season. Well, not the original Dragon Maid, but Dragon Maid S, which has been strongly anticipated, myself included. It's fantastic. If you guys haven't started watching Dragon Maid Season 1, or if you have watched that and haven't watched Season 2 yet, get on it. It's fantastic. The animation is amazing. Kyoto is going nuts on it. But anyway, something I've noticed is that while I was watching the second episode of Season 2 with Jarrett, we noticed that Season 1 was only at a 7.9. And we were wondering why. I thought this was like at an 8.3 or something before. And it turns out, recently, more people have been submitting reviews which don't make that much sense overall. So yeah, we'll go over here. So we've got, up here, we've got one guy saying that it's a 1 star out of 10. A woman saying that it's a 1 star out of 10. And basically they just say, in case it's not obvious, I don't like this one. As a gay woman, I watch gay animes. Now, I'm not here to say what you can and can't watch. You obviously watch whatever you like, but if you're wanting to watch gay animes, you're pretty much limiting what you can watch to a very small amount of shows, but maybe she didn't mean it like that. Anyway, she goes on about how Yuri baiting and a few other parts, not this one, but another one was saying stuff about pedo baiting. Mainly the stuff with Kana and her friend from school. Now, I understand that part of the show is very hard to get past if you're sensitive to those sorts of things, but usually anime enthusiasts, such as myself, are used to those things. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'll leave that up to your judgment. But basically, these guys are just going on tirades about how they're doing stuff that normal anime does, when, bear in mind, the manga itself actually just full-on shows ass and titties, like, they aren't afraid to just show those things out on the open. But, yeah, they also go on about how Shota Baby, as the dub would portray him, he's like 8 years old and he's getting, like, sexual innuendos from, like, God knows, many thousand-year-old dragon god, trying to, like, sexually suggest him, be sexually suggestive to him. In case you don't know, that's Lukua. Yeah, basically, people just say, like, that's pedo bait, Yuri bait. While I will say the pedo stuff, you might have a case there. I'm not one that's bothered by it personally, because I've just been in this community for so long, so I'm used to it. But the Yuri baiting, I feel like, is kind of a lie, because there is no Yuri tag on here. It's a comedy, and a romance maybe. I wouldn't say it's Yuri, I'd say, well, depending on what your thoughts of Yuri is, if you just think two girls getting all hotty on each other is lesbian, then, like, yeah, sure. But I feel like it would be considered Yuri in the case of them actually actively pursuing each other, whereas in this case it's kind of pursuing but in a joking manner to make a light comedy. So I don't think it really matters in that regard. Another one down here we saw was this one. Had a 3 out of 10. This guy was really hoping to see some lesbian representation, and it's few and far between. But the point is, I don't think this show has ever really tried to shove lesbian representation down our throats. It's mainly a comedy. That's the point. It's a comedy. It's not meant to be a, I don't know, what's that show, Citrus? That one with, like, the girl and the student council president who, like, get all hot and bothered over each other, and it's a real, like, slice of life rom-com. Well, not rom-com, it's a slice of life romance, because there is not a lot of comedy from what I've read from it. So yeah, there's a lot of reviews in here criticizing the fan service, which every show has, so don't get on a high horse saying that no show has fan service. My favorite show, I can't think of it. I actually cannot think of an example of a show that doesn't have fan service in it of some kind. So yeah, you've got people like this saying the fan service is tolerable, and then on episode 6, Kana and her school friend get down on the dirty. But yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm not the moral brigade or anything, but I just feel like people kind of overreact to these things, but I cannot tell if that is me thinking they're overreacting when it's a serious issue, or they're actually overreacting, because, I don't see these as terrible things. This guy has a big mouth profile picture, so his opinion is kind of irrelevant immediately, but anyway. Basically, I would say you're allowed to have an opinion, of course. That's the whole point of life, right? You're allowed to have an opinion. I feel like some opinions are worse than others. I don't mean that in a judgmental way. I mean that as in, look at all these reviews. They're all 9s, they're 10s. This guy says it's a 3. The human lead and Small Dragon are probably the only interesting characters. No, not really. I mean, yeah, Kobayashi and Toru are pretty good together and cutesy, but honestly, I don't think a whole show could last just around those two. That's why shows across all genres add characters in, even if it's just a preemptive 2 characters at the beginning, because they're realizing that they need to add a character to spice things up. Like, Evangelion. I know I keep bringing it up in every video I make, but Evangelion. Asuka was the thing that was added in to create a new spark of life in the show. Kana was sort of that, but for Kobayashi, but in an opposite way. It went from being over-dramatic and spastic down to more chill and calming child life. So, yeah, honestly, I feel like the majority of the reviews on here are good because they're all 9s and 10s, and that's what I think the show deserves. It is a very good show. But the people saying that it's bad because of fan service and lesbian baiting, I feel I kind of misunderstood what this show was meant to be. It's a comedy first and all. It's not a lesbian ship show. So, yeah, this is just a quick video, really. I just wanted to promote Season 2 for one. Everyone needs to go watch that now, because Lulua is amazing and adorable. Her rack is gigantic, but I feel like that's the part of the charm. And yes, if you have not watched Season 1 of Dragon Maid, I recommend you do. So, yeah, anyway, if you all enjoyed, please like the video, hit the subscribe button, really helps us out, and hit the little bell thing, to get notifications if you want them. Not gonna force them upon you. But yes, anyway, hope you all enjoyed, and you all take care. Peace out.